It does seem suspicious to me that the idea of claiming yourself to be a Christian while not accepting the Bible, which is the foundation of a certain structural worldview, right, as the absolute truth. Now, many will say something like the foundation of Christianity is Jesus, and as long as you believe he is your savior, you're good to call yourself a Christian, which is wrong at its core. Because if such people would actually accept the figure of Jesus as the center and foundation of their beliefs, they'll just accept and interpret the same figure in certain ways, right? Based on other sources with references to Jesus. Not even getting that far, Gnostic texts, Apocrypha, right? Which were banned by the church and not included into the biblical canon, also describes the same figure, but I would say the majority of Christians are not even interested into getting into different sources, which makes sense. So it's not true that you accept Jesus as a figure, rather you accept him through a certain lens of a certain collection of books, which is the Bible, or even the New Testament particularly. And based on the Bible, there are over 66,000 cross references between the testaments, where the figure of Yeshua or Jesus makes claims such as, I and the Father are one, or do not misunderstand why I've come. I didn't come to abolish the law of Moses or the writings of the prophets. No, I came to accomplish their purpose. Well, basically, we could say that he interprets himself as, I am who I am. Then, in the Old Testament, when Moses asks God how to answer the Israelites when they ask who sent him, God answers, say, I am who I am, which is the same Yahweh, meaning in Hebrew, which ties both testaments into a single unified structure. So when somebody claims to be a Christian, which is actually a powerful and brave statement, or at least it should be, simply because of one thing, you're automatically supposed to accept everything written in the Bible as 100% truth. And I assume you're gonna be able to stand for your claims. Well, that means you're automatically supposed to have the corresponding worldview, just as the Bible describes it, right? Such as flat Earth. So if you think that the Earth is not flat, then you're not a Christian, and it doesn't really matter how you position yourself, you're simply not. People might say that the shape of the Earth and the overall structure of the universe is not the most important things in the Bible, but there's nothing unimportant. So based on the Bible, prophets were not just writing what they wanted, they were following God's will, right? Certain order. So not having 100% conviction in your fundamental source is just like going to a person who has all the answers to your questions, and while he tries to explain something, you just put headphones on. That's literally the same thing. Wondering what those verses are that explain the earth as flat, check out the profile for the second part.